I know, but they're never going to believe you.
I know. All right.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, welcome to 10
Hi.
Random Things. This is what this show is. The second episode that we're doing live, and I think this is how the show is going to be. It's going to be chaos. It's about things that fans and audiences are talking about. Mm-hmm. We have a huge show today.
We do.
I'm Rob Kubasko.
I'm Kyle Olson.
Welcome. I know what a lot of you are here for. Mm-hmm. It's right.
You saw it on the thumbnail.
It's right here.
You see it by his elbow.
There might be things on the. We're gonna get there. You're gonna have to just kick back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great time. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Sure.
Do you got something?
I do. I have my first thing. This unfortunately does not come from a galaxy far, far away, but it is something that a lot of people are talking about right now.
Oh.
You know, because this guy. It's the thing cam there.
Let me switch to the
boom!
thing cam.
Look at that, Doctor Strange. Now this is not, as we had before. We had all the Hasbro stuff. This is not a Hasbro figure. This is a Disney Infinity figure. So Infinity inspired. They call it Toy Box. So basically, after Disney Infinity folded, they took the designs and then they made figures out of them too. So that's where this guy comes from. I thought he was one of the best Doctor Strange figures I've ever seen. And why is Doctor Strange relevant right now? Because during that, superb owl that a lot of people were watching a little trailer dropped, and then they actually gave us 2 gifts in that thing, because there was the Super Bowl trailer, and there was the brand new trailer for Doctor Strange 2, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and both had different things in it, which was interesting. It wasn't just one thing, and people are talking about it because it kind of blew everybody's mind. They're going someplace that we didn't anticipate them going.
What did I text? I texted to you and Pete that I can't believe they gave up the thing they gave up.
Yes.
Because they gave it up.
Yeah, they gave it up. But it makes me wonder, if they gave up that thing, what are they not giving up? Like, is there something bigger that they're putting on there? Because if you haven't seen the trailer, first of all, you should go watch it, because it's amazing, and it's the amount of stuff that's in there is. You knew Rockstars did, I think, an hour just on all the stuff that was in there. It was great. But the big thing is there was a certain voice that came out of the thing from a bald head, and it seems to be that Patrick Stewart is going to be joining the MCU as Professor X.
Of course.
Will it be the one that we've always known? I'm sure it won't be Jean-Luc Picard.
It could be Robin Hood. Oh. Because of
But I don't know. It's kind of blowing everybody's mind. All the Marvel fans are sort of like going crazy about this, because everybody was for No Way Home was like X-Men, and there's no X-Men thing at all. And now suddenly Doctor Strange does a little hoodoo, and now it's X-Men.
Well, and I mean, here's the deal. You make it that evident. That to me was liking it to when we were at Celebration in Chicago. And they did the trailer for Rise of Skywalker with an unmistakable laugh. That you knew who it was, and everybody went nuts. And I think you had that sort of same reaction. And this clearly doesn't hold back. You know who this is.
Yes.
This isn't going to be a Pietro.
It could. I mean, it could be a feint. Like, it could be that we think it's the. My suspicion is it's going to be a Professor X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not
absolutely.
our Professor X.
Absolutely.
Like, I think he's going to show up in the thing. But actually, the thing I'm wondering about now is, could one of those chairs be filled by Anson Mount as Black Bolt?
Right. Oh, yes. Oh, you could tie in.
Technically, he is part of the Illuminati. If it's Illuminati they're doing, so bring him from the set of Star Trek New Frontier, or Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Sorry, New Frontiers was the novels. Bring him over, put him in the. It's a pretty simple suit to get into, so it's not like you have to do a lot of prosthetics and all that kind of stuff. And he doesn't have to say a word.
Big Star Trek crossovers. Then we're talking. That's all. Right. That was huge. Okay, I love these characters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just love the design of a lot. There's the only one I've gotten, but I see them come out all the time. Bring it back up there. Boom.
There you go.
So yeah, he's like, it's just a real sort of, I guess, chunky sort of design to it. And the cape, obviously, the cape is removable. If you want to. Oh, there's the Eye of Agamotto on his chest, like I had wearing last week. I thought he's of all of them. I thought he was like just a great likeness and pretty posable. So
that's awesome.
So it switches back.
Go back to regular. And I love those. And I love those toy box figures because they come in Star Wars.
Yep.
They've done Star Wars versions.
And Star Wars, Marvel, traditional Disney. There's some great stuff.
I have lots of.
Ooh.
Okay. This was not. I didn't think this. Yeah, I did. I did think it through. All right. Here's my number one thing.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
That is an A10 bomber. I know. I'm trying to think what the GI Joe version of that was. It was the Rattler. That's what it was. It was a Cobra Rattler.
Yes.
I had that.
Okay.
I owned that.
Yeah, the blue. That was.
Yeah,
it was
Wild Weasel.
Yeah.
Was
yes.
the pilot. Actually, I was, and I actually had the GoBot, and I can't remember the GoBot's name. Actually, I think I still have him because I gave him to my kids. I have a big box of GoBots.
So loving. Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, there was a GI Joe.
Transforming, but I can't remember what his name is.
This is a real aircraft, A10 Warthog.
Yep.
1976 it's been in service. Mm-hmm. It is known as the Flying Tank.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It is full. It is a heavily armored, heavily loaded bomber with a ridiculous gun at the front, snub-nose fighter, 2 huge turbofan engines in the rear. It is unmistakable for what it looks like. I love this plane. My dad worked on these in Vietnam.
Okay.
I love this plane. Why do I bring this up? This was one of the primary inspirations for the ship that I will be talking about
You're doing
today.
a theme.
Yes, so there's that.
Yeah. Also, that one of those flew over the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It was in the of the 5 planes that they flew over, the historical group or whatever. It was in there.
I'm going to keep it moving. Let's go back to you.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's the reason. It connects somehow.
All right, so switch over. I was calling it audible. All right, so unfortunately, we had a loss, a great loss to the community this week. So I brought something as a tribute to that, something brand new that I just got, and that's this now.
Oh.
Because obviously bring it up into the thing. So
this is definitely the time to talk about
yeah,
this.
Exactly. So I can, if I don't know why that does that. It's the strangest thing I'll show you, but there we go. So this is the new Ghostbusters 4K Blu-ray box set. So, and now of course, and not only did I just get it, I was super excited about it, but of course we lost Ivan Wright this week. What a career, what a life. Apparently from everything that's been coming out, just an absolute gentleman to work with. I mean, everyone who's come out has had good things to say. You know, sometimes people that pass away, they kind of like, it goes quiet for a while, but now in this one, the tributes have been pouring in. Everyone saying that who's ever worked with him thought he was fantastic. So you have obviously 2 movies that he directed in this thing, and one that he did not, but was heavily involved in because his son directed it. And then there was a code for the one that nobody likes to talk about. So, but you have each of them. So you got Ghostbusters, and I see if I take all the stuff out, you can see. Oh,
what's in?
Look at that.
What?
Right.
Okay, I love
There's
it.
an LED, like when you pull out all of them, it goes green inside the thing. So you have Ghostbusters, you have Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and inside each of these is of course the movies. So each of them. I mean, you can find people who are much better at unboxing than this. I just wanted to say, but then in here, this is where the good stuff is because this is where the bonus features are. Nice. That's what I really was excited about. And then this was really cool. So in here, this is a book. So this is actually a recreation of an actual book that came out in around that time in 84, 85, I think. This is Making Ghostbusters. So it's the full script.
Oh, wow.
Along with production photos and stuff. It's just in miniature. Like they just, it used to be like a full-size book. Let me see if I can. There you go. There's some.
Oh, very cool.
There. So on one side you've got, so there's like the full script with annotations along the side, like notes from thing, and then full cool. The 2. So yeah, it's like and this has been out of print forever. This is like one of those. All the Ghostbusters fans are super excited because everyone tries to find these things because they're really hard to track down.
The original printing, I'm assuming.
The original printing, yeah,
was a bigger
it was a full
format.
You think you remember back in these days they would put out those big like full floppy. Movie tie-in books.
You'd beg your parents to buy you when you go to the supermarket or the magazine aisle.
Yeah. So they put out this really cool, theme box set. I don't know. There's a little thing on the back. It slides up just to open, and I guess it goes green when I do that. But
that activates
I don't know.
The lights.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. Because
yeah,
I don't. I don't know what that was. The intent on there was
to give you that. Thing
I guess
that
so.
It's opening.
So I could just be holding it and be talking to you, and then suddenly it open up, and you'd be like, oh, what?
Well, no, you're
it's a
supposed
magic
to.
trick.
Well, no, you're supposed to do this.
Oh,
you're
okay,
supposed
go ahead.
You're supposed to go.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not.
But yeah.
Okay, so the big
cool,
thing
right?
when this got announced, they said there was the biggest number of deleted footage from Ghostbusters 2 that had ever been released before.
Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah, I've only been able to sort of just brush the surface of it too. But one of the things that was really cool to me is they released the television versions.
Oh yeah.
So like of Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, they have the edited for television versions with alternate footage. You know, so it's like
alternate words.
Yeah, exactly. So like instead of just doing the Mother Hubbard kind of stuff, they actually have alternate takes where they didn't swear or whatever, or didn't say something inappropriate. Certain words, yeah, or phrases or whatever, and they put them in. I thought that was really cool. It's 4:3 format. So like when you put it in, it's like just like it would have been on a television, cool. Which is really cool. Yeah, that's the thing I'm super excited to dig in and look at all of this stuff, but I haven't had a chance yet. But
I think we will. I know the next time I am on SatMat, one of the fine podcasts by the Next Real Family of Film Podcasts. I want to absolutely talk about Ivan Reitman.
Yeah,
possibly creator of 3 of the most influential movies of my life,
and
director,
and sequentially.
I
think was amazing. I think that like if we have a larger discussion about Ivan Reitman's legacy, the fact that like back to back to back is fascinating. That's so rare. Like if you're lucky enough to have a long career
over like a 6-year span,
yeah,
right?
Usually like Tom Hanks even says you make one good movie, you get to do 2 more or whatever, but you make one bad one and no one wants to talk to you. You know, if you're lucky enough to have a long career, then you have. But the fact that they have like hit after hit after hit.
It's
amazing.
unbelievable.
A great legacy, and like this is a really cool little thing to have.
Huge loss, but great legacy. Yeah. You can't beat that. All right, this is it. We got to get into it.
Is it time?
Okay. So I made a little. We're not going to do an unboxing. Tons of people have done unboxings. Yeah. I made a little time-lapse video. Okay. I'm going to roll the footage.
Ta-da!
What? Okay.
There it is.
I don't even want to.
And it's real too.
It's real.
Not CG.
No. This is a real thing.
It's not an NFT. It's really here.
NFT. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something crazy.
Okay.
Get ready for it. We're gonna go to the handy cam because I'm gonna take you on a close-up tour. Okay. You got it.
Where are we going?
So we're gonna go right here.
Over to the cockpit.
So if I come in, nice and sloop. Oh look!
You can hear Ludwig's music booming in your head.
There
right now.
he is.
There's the
and
Mando.
is there?
Oh look! It's
look at that shot!
That's what you came here to see.
There he is, right there. How crazy is that? Take a look at that. Okay. No, we're gonna
go next.
I'm gonna go in. So here you got the ship. I'm gonna bring down the door. We're gonna come in.
Oh, look, we got a passenger.
And look at that.
I have spoken.
We've got I think there's a bathroom right there.
Yes,
there is right there. There's detail in there. Let me see. Can I get inside the?
Oh!
What?
Oh, let's see if I can.
Yeah, that should be. You should be able to just pull that down. There's the. What? Okay. So here we're gonna come around. We're gonna move this around, swing it around, take you right in to the back cargo hold.
Yeah, look at that. Now look along the walls, people. Like on the one side you've got, that's actual cloth netting on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, all those backpacks are removable. And also, the wall is removable.
So this wall on this side comes out, and then what we'll do is, here we'll show you, there is a...
Oop, I think it went dark.
Oh. Let me bring my.
Yeah, let's come back.
That was good.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah.
So
I think the
there you got to see an interior shot of this. I think I hit Control Center.
Okay.
So you got to see an interior shot, and then there is a button you press. Let me switch to the Razor Cam, and there.
Redubs the razor.
That comes open, and there is just all that detail. You got to see it way closer than this.
I have large hands. I mean, just look at the...
It is absolutely incredible. Yeah. The tour, I wanted to show those three things because you can't believe the detail in the cockpit. I'll talk about my fifth thing. Thing. We'll think about why you can see so much of the detail in this.
You can. Some of these, like the panels here, are removable.
Those nasty Jawas.
Yeah, that's right. You can strip it down just like you did in the episode.
And here's the deal. What's the story behind this? So this was a HasLab project.
Yep.
Crowdfunded.
So you want to tell people what HasLab is?
HasLab is Hasbro's crowdfunded arm to create really indulgent toys for the people who are passionate about these properties. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I mean,
basically because of how gigantic it is, like not only does it cost a lot of money to manufacture, but it also is going to take up a huge amount of space on a store shelf. So they know that Walmart wouldn't want this. Well, so they would they create HasLab to go direct to consumer to get people like Rob who would want something like this and have the space for it actually to put it up in their house.
I'll tell you, I know that this was kind of controversial on a couple of different collecting toy YouTube channels have talked about it. Some of the people who really are passionate about Star Wars toys. We are passionate about toys, a variety of things.
Right.
I have no issues with crowdfunding stuff like this.
Yeah,
I
think it's fantastic.
Yeah, no, this is something. The price point on this was $350. Yeah. I think it will only go up. You saw the size of the box during the time-lapse video. Yeah. I mean, I don't care about I thought the box was beautiful. Yeah. It brought back all the nostalgia from when we were growing up.
Yeah, it looks just like a classic Kenner box.
Exactly. I'm not keeping it because I want this. This is just absolutely gorgeous the way it is.
Yeah.
Just from that tour, I think I'm back. I mean,
are you back? Oh, okay.
I can't say enough about the detail. Like, the engines.
Yeah, you want to... Oh yeah, so you got the white that you see in there is actually a light.
That's a light. I'll talk about that later.
You added it.
That I added that.
So
but you come in.
I can pull some panels off if you want to get close to.
So
where you want to get? Where are you going to go?
Take the engine off. Okay. Take the engine panel off.
Down here, so they can see. Like inside there.
There's all that detail. Yeah. Like I said, you've got there's the escape pod. One of the features that this had was an escape part that's here.
I think that was kind of like one of those the almost in-jokes thing that they talked about with the Millennium Falcon back in the day. That in between the center. I'll leave that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so inside here, this is actually this is actually an escape pod right here. So this is like a separate piece. So this whole thing comes off.
But I still just cannot believe.
Yeah.
Just the amount, the labor of love that this took to create something. And we can pop out. Yeah, we can pop out the whole side there. Let me see.
I don't want to take a chance of. Oh,
there it is. Woo! There we go. And now you can see a little bit more of the detail. As I go in on here, you can see he's standing right there's the there's the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right off of the space station.
Grogu's room.
Grogu's room. That's the armory, which
actually inside. Let's see if I can get it. Ooh, hey, so inside there. That's actually this opens up, and that actually is all the weapons can go inside there.
And if you're wondering weapons, what weapons are you talking about?
Huge pile of
all of these weapons. There's so much stuff. And then here, take a look.
There's the other wall.
I mean, the wall. You've got all of these backpacks and stuff. These are all pieces that are removable with incredible detail. I don't know what to say about this. Like, I am still. You've just seen it now for the first time.
I have. It was all I could do when I walked in the door, not to just be like, shut up. I want to play with the toy.
I honestly cannot believe what they've created with this. If you're so interested in this, and then we should try to get here. We'll switch back. We'll try
to see in the cockpit.
Yeah, we'll try to do the cockpit.
See if we can get.
It's in the front here.
The front?
It pops off the front. Right there's the ledge. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
And then there's all the detail. There's the guy right back there. The star. There he is.
Yeah. We know it's not the.
And this is not. I mean, a lot of people talk about this. This is not a door. It doesn't. It's not totally to scale, as we said.
Sure.
But the detail is amazing. This looks.
Yeah. I mean, can you even get in? Can you get in close in the cockpit, like to see all every little button and control?
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's... Come on.
Does it have a removable little round ball to give to Grogu?
Yes, it does.
Why,
Now,
yes,
Grogu, it does. Grogu does have that in his hand.
Yes, it's molded to the figure.
I just want to say, I'm just blown away by this. I think this has been an incredible endeavor. Everyone who worked on this, incredible job.
Yeah.
Panels come off, so many things. There's so much detail thrown into this. You saw, again, I really was impressed by this. You take it out of the box. Mm-hmm. You take everything off the wrappers, you put the engines on the sides, you throw the landing gear on if you want. We'll show this later.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's good to go.
Everything else was completely pre-assembled. Come on. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, I think for me the only controversy was the fact that on the day that the funding for this closed, the television show blew it up. Not
true.
Awesome timing, guys.
Now look,
that was not well coordinated in terms of
you know what though,
marketing.
And I will say this. Okay, one, I love the A10, right? So I had that. That's what I love about the look of this ship.
Yeah.
But I will also say the Katana, which was the first HasLab project, Jabba's barge.
Oh yeah.
That got blown up.
It did. That's true.
It was on screen not for very long.
Actually, it was on screen for less time than this was.
Slave One, Boba Fett's ship, was not on screen a long time. And look at all the toys and everything and the love people have for the ship. I don't care. I love the ship. Mm-hmm. I love adding this to my collection. Oh, we'll have more to talk about.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It's always weird, like you see this ship, and that's what the Mandalorian flew around in, and then we get to see him get a new ship in Book of Boba Fett, and like this is an RV.
Yes.
Like that's his house.
Yes.
And they give him, like a motorcycle. It's like, but where's he gonna sleep? Like where's he gonna put the? He's a bounty hunter. Where's he gonna put the bounties? Like
Well, he's different now. Maybe he's not.
Man's got to earn a wage, even though every time that someone offers to give him money, he says no.
Okay, now you're.
I'm just saying, like it seems, it's bad business.
We'll get into that. All right, so there's our initial tour. If you came for the tour, there we go. We have more. We have more to talk about.
More?
Oh, there's more, but no,
yeah, that's
future things.
Okay,
future things.
All right. So we're switching. I'm going to talk about a book. This is called.
Let me switch here.
Switch it over. William Shakespeare punches a friggin' shark. And other stories. And one of the best parts about this book is when you have it on the side. A secret book only smart people own. That's what it looks like on the spine. So this was a add-on bonus to the Kickstarter for this. So this is me over there. This is To Be or Not to Be, but it's it's written by Ryan North and William Shakespeare and you, because this is a choose your own adventure Shakespeare.
Wait.
So this is the story of Hamlet, and it's also signed. And basically you go through, and it's like a classic choose your own adventure thing, but it has full art with a bunch of the different ways, different endings and stuff. Different artists contributed to this. This is fantastic. My daughter has read this a bunch of times. It's really funny and hilarious and strange. So it came out at Kickstarter a couple years ago, and now I'm bringing it out here because not only is it awesome, and you should buy it, especially if you're a fan of this, but Ryan North has a brand new book coming out. So he just announced it. And right now, if you go and pre-order it and then send him a copy of the pre-order with, of course, your personal information, say it out, he will send you a bonus story that you can only get from him. And if you don't know Ryan North was also the writer of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl for a number of years, which was one of the best Marvel comics in the last 10 years. He's fantastic. I'm so excited for him. If it was a Kickstarter thing, I'd be hyping the Kickstarter, but it's not, because he doesn't need to anymore, because now he's a big-time author. So yeah, his new book, I think, is called How to Conquer the World. It is an instruction manual for supervillains. I don't know if I got that exactly right, it's off the top of my head, but it's out there. You look for Ryan North, you'll see the book out there. Order it. It's fantastic. He's great, and he once said, "Thanks, dude," on Twitter to me. So that's my brush with fame.
Hey!
Because I told him how much I posted about how much I like this, and I tagged him in it, and he said, "Thanks, dude."
One of the things I already love about this book is like you would think, okay, I mean, it's a narrative book, but nice, really interesting full color illustrations.
Yeah.
throughout the book.
Yeah, you're right, because there's multiple endings. I mean, there's like
as I'm reading through it, I can see the end.
William Shakespeare, in one of the stories, this is also a choose an adventure thing, William Shakespeare does punch a friggin' shark, so you have to find that ending in here somewhere too. But yeah, and all the things you can follow, you end up, following all the different characters. You can, follow the ghost, you can follow Laertes, like whatever you want to.
If somebody wants to buy, can they still?
Yeah, no, it's available. It's available from like regular bookstores, like from your local bookstore. That's where you should look first before you head to that place that's named like the river.
Though I
just saying,
Yeah, okay.
you can keep a local business in thing, or you can send a billionaire to space. It's your choice.
Oh, you're not wrong. All right, fine. All right, number three.
Back to you.
Number three. So here's what I want to talk about with going back to The Mandalorian.
Yep.
Here I've taken out our friend here. For those of you who are familiar with Star Wars action figures, what's the size of this? I just want to show the scale. So we have that is the figure. There is
this is the 3 3/4 inch.
There is the littlest, tiniest Grogu. But like, if you want to compare these to the Black Series. There is the Black Series, which is the 6-inch.
Yeah.
Right? And so you can kind of see a little bit of the. I mean, it is not much different.
Yeah.
That's why I wore a black shirt today.
Your shirt is really good.
So, I mean, the scale is not too bad. It's still incredible detail.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you this. So this is what I want to share about this. I've been a long time Star Wars collector. When the Black Series came out, I got all excited. So much of the properties that I collect, we collect a lot of the same stuff.
Yep.
Wrestling, Doctor Who, Ghostbusters, Marvel Legends is this scale, so it's the 6-inch scale.
Yeah.
So I was happy,
but awesome.
But just a lot of great detail, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Black Series now. I'm going to forget about this. I haven't bought a 3 3/4 inch figure now for a long time.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Like. He's got a holstered gun, which came out, which is the holster.
Oh yeah, look at that.
He's fully articulated.
Yeah,
I
remember back at our Star Wars figures back in the day, were this like the arms and legs.
Yes, like 5
when
points.
they sat down, like
right?
this was Han Solo flying the Millennium Falcon.
I got to tell you, and he does have a soft goods.
He does have a cape. Okay.
I took it off because with the backpack, it just got messy.
Yeah.
Man, these are great. It also does come with a Jawa.
Hold that. You want to bring the other one out?
And we did pick up the Mithril, which was also available. Great figures.
Ooh, teeny.
There's probably a few more that I will pick up at some point.
He has the eggs.
And he has the egg. He has the
episode.
And then we do have the.
Well, that was a really great first season.
What is this called? The little baby.
Oh, Pram.
Yeah. You do have that. He does fit inside it. Multiple places to put Grogu if you're a Grogu fan. Let's see how close can we get to the camera. There he is. It brought me back. It brought this. I can't talk enough about the love I have for this. It gave me love for this scale again that I had lost for years. Man, they're going to get more money.
Now you want to go back through and get all the ones and.
We got, now, no, we're drawing the line. IG-11 maybe. That's it. I'll draw. Is that? And if they have the figure of the R2 unit that took them through the lava, maybe that.
Oh yeah. Oh, the ferryman.
Maybe that, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Very cool. All right. All right, so I feel like this is what's great about this show is it actually gives me a chance to justify all the Funko purchases I've made over the years. So I have this guy.
Oh wait, let's go
over to Anakin there. There you go. That's right. It's the ghost with the most, baby. This was a Hot Topic exclusive because I really wanted one with the hat. It's just one of the things I really like the obscurity when they do that. Like so this is one scene. He wears this hat once. But I'm like, they made a Funko of it. I'm like, that's the one I want. But
now, who is this?
That is Beetlejuice.
Oh wait, I didn't notice. I didn't see the front.
Right. So, but like, and why Beetlejuice? Not only is a great figure, and I'm happy to have him in it too. But I had to get the second one came out, and I had to get him too because, boom.
Oh, now see.
Not only does this guy glow in the dark, but if you look carefully, he is holding the the book. He's holding the
guide.
the handbook for the recently deceased. But if you look really closely, can you switch me over to?
Oh, sure.
I want to see how close I can get him in there. So you see, can you see the stubble?
Oh.
Because if you ask me, this guy's clearly Michael Keaton, but that is Alex Brightman because they have just announced Beetlejuice is coming back to Broadway, and Alex Brightman is playing Beetlejuice again, and I am so excited about that.
What? Oh, look at that!
Right, and he, like I say, he glows in the dark. I actually got that for my daughter because she's a big fan of Beetlejuice the musical. So
wait, we can't say enough about the detail of the book.
Yeah.
Do I need to?
What you want to?
Hold on.
We're trying to do that.
Do I still have battery power? Can I do this without
you got the juice?
Can I do this without my glass? No, I cannot do it without my glasses. Wait.
And look at that.
Get out of here.
The whole being dead thing.
What? Oh, that's stupendous. Okay. That is...
Yeah. 2 Beetlejuices, no waiting. Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm super excited that he's coming back. You know, as much as everybody's talking about you can have your Hugh Jackmans, you can have your Sutton Fosters, both of whom I love. You can have your Music Men, but the whole being dead thing, that's what it's about. So excited they're coming
I'm
back.
looking forward to seeing it. I need to see that show someday. So
yeah.
All right. Wait, we're coming. It's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back. All right.
Hold on. Now, so one of the big things I think a lot of people will talk about.
Dropping on a light speed.
Oh, geez. It's heavy. I wouldn't say it's not outrageously heavy, but okay.
I say, how does it compare in weight to? See, where is it?
Oh, the Enterprise.
Yeah, I say,
the Enterprise is right behind you. There it is. No, this is about the same. Okay. Shockingly, because that has electronics. This has no electronics. What we've been showing you, and I think this is like Adam Savage's site, is going to talk a lot about what they're going to do to it. They're going to customize it. One of the things that I've been really impressed already with this is because of the nature of the panels and the space, there is a lot of space here to work wires.
Oh, yeah,
battery
true.
packs.
Yeah, we've both done lighting kits on Lego sets.
Yes.
That are very difficult to do because Legos are not designed for excess space to have wires running through. So you really have to be very creative in how you put it together. And it's really hard on the hands.
and as you've been looking at this, as you've seen some of our tours, you're probably like, well, there's lights. It looks amazing. Doesn't it come with those lights? No, and we talked about these lights here in the back.
Yeah.
Here's what I did. I went on Amazon, that place that puts people into space.
Yeah. Just one guy.
And I thought there's going to be more. I mean, the captain of the Kirk has gone up there. I found these are little LEDs for balloons. So if you're having a party or an event.
I wonder what they were.
And that's all they are. And if I go into, you may have to.
Oh, you want me to try to?
Yeah, there you go.
You turn it on, or
so you can just show. These are super tiny. There are probably
tiny.
two not 44s. I think they're even the smaller batteries. They're not designed to be reused. You pull the little tab on it. It turns it on.
So I'm holding it by.
The battery lasts. I did one last night. It is still lit. So I mean, it'll definitely last at least 24 hours. And then I've become a big fan of this stuff. The company Loctite makes it. It is like a pliable putty designed for mounting posters to the wall.
Okay.
What I love about this is...
doesn't leave any residue.
Doesn't leave any residue. It's super strong. You can use a very little bit of it. And that, a total of $10, believe it or not, this bag of, I think, 50 of these lights was $7. This was like $4. For 10, 11 bucks, I was able to put a bunch of light.
You saw, as we saw, all the little accents, you just stuck them up in places, and like in the cockpit and stuff too, you can even see it still glowing.
It's still glowing. I mean, you saw that. I mean, that's cool. I love the fact that the designers, the engines, and we talked about this, you'll see a little bit of it here. You can even see it.
Yeah. And so so inside each of they're
transparent. It's translucent plastic.
Stuck in there with the light. That's why it's glowing like that.
But that's ready for wiring. You can absolutely do that.
True. I'd say one thing that you're not going to be able to see in here, and probably not unless someone gets really close, like Rob was doing, is the weathering. Is that so? It's not just like gray even in the HD camera, I don't even know if you can see, but basically there is like scoring along it and stuff too, and shading and stuff too, to look like it's a little bit beat up, it's a little bit rusty, all along in all the different pieces along the way. You can see it's seen some action. And
I know some people have talked about with some of the detail that's in. Oh, I always love. There we go. You can see some of the detail here.
Oh, yeah, well, we got that open.
The design is kit bashed. It looks like it though is like the original models that were made for the movies in the 70s.
Yeah.
There's parts here from a lot of different things.
I love that. That's one of my favorite designs right in there. It's all this intricate stuff inside there that like no one would ever see. Never was seen on the show, but they just added in sort of actually. Is it this way? Or this way?
I don't.
Okay.
No. Put it that way. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
So, again, the man you put the lights in, just the whole thing we were laughing at when you see the camera with the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you this: if you're a person who's big into your toy photography.
Oh yeah. Like we talked about last week.
This is just a field day.
Yeah,
with things that you could do.
Any angle, any action shot you want to do. I mean, I can only imagine what the pros are going to do, having, action shots of Mando coming out of the thing with guns blazing or
stop motion. I'm sure they're going to do some.
It was the other way. Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I feel somewhat with this. It's a little bit like a Transformer.
Yeah, you want to have it one way or the other.
I'm going to decide, and I'm going to show. Well, anyway, we'll show a little later.
I've got an Optimus Prime in my room, like the Masterpiece Edition from the 20th anniversary, and daughter still every once in a while was like, "Hey, can you transform that?" And I'm like, "No." Lost the instructions years ago, and he's really complicated.
Those days
he's just a robot now. All right, he goes back over there. Formerly a Transformer.
There's still one more thing.
Are we on to my last thing?
I think so.
Okay. Well, good, because I'm going to set this up a little bit. So my family became big fans of Only Murders in the Building. So we watched the entire season of that, and now we're on to After Party, and we're Murderville and all that kind of stuff too. But that was the big thing. So one of the things is we watched with my 14-year-old, and as she was watching it, we got to the end of the thing, and we were talking about how much we liked it, and the credits started rolling, and she's like, "Oh, that's Steve Martin?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, it's Steve Martin. Martin Short. That's the whole Well, I mean, obviously she knows Selena Gomez much more than that, but like she honestly, and I sort of like, well, yeah, of course it was. And then I was like, oh wait, in her 14 years on this planet, what with Steve Martin has she ever been exposed to? Like, he's had a great career, and obviously, we're not entitled to anything, but it has not been the most productive of his time, of his life. Like it was, like he's rich and successful. He doesn't need to do anything. So over the last, I'd say 20 years, hasn't not been a lot of projects of Steve Martin. So I was sort of like, oh man, like how do I teach her who Steve Martin is without doing it? So I was hoping you would help me with that, figuring out how we're going to do that. So I put a little something together here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So you see.
Oh. Okay.
So we got.
There are.
Bring that thing in there. So yeah, we got. So these are actually waxing sticks, but I've written on them the names of Steve Martin movies.
Oh! I see mine. I see the one I'm going for.
Okay, so it's obviously the name of the show is 10 Random Things. So we're going to pick the 10 Steve Martin movies to make the ultimate Steve Martin movie festival. Not only to like what we like, but also what shows Steve Martin as a creator, as a thing too. So like obviously he's still with us. Could still be movies to go. Like I'm looking forward to the second season as well. But these are I didn't do everything he had done. This is actually not a thing. There's about a little like 28, I think, of these.
Wait,
I'm
gonna switch to.
So can you switch to the?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I wrote all in. So we're each gonna, I guess, pick 5.
Oh,
to
wow.
get the 10, like so the ultimate, 10 movies that. And obviously I did not do sequels. So like it was like so here we have Father of the Bride. Now I assume if you see Father of the Bride, then you can go and watch Father of the Bride 2 and 2.5. If you haven't seen that, you should check that out online.
You should totally.
It's really good.
Wait, let me find it.
This is
watch it.
Yeah, so this is representative of both. So like I don't have Father of the Bride 2 in here as well. So if there are sequels, I did not put sequels in here. But okay. So
okay, all right.
First of all, is there anything you want to eliminate right away? So the first one,
no.
100% is of course
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
Yeah, the musical that made me a fan of musicals. Like we have to have Little Shop of Horrors, even though he's only a small part of it. He's a vital part of it because like his version of Dentist is not to be missed. I hope, man, if Chris Evans supposedly is playing the dentist in the new version of it, and he has a big leather jacket to fill because, man, that song was epic. So that's one.
So that's your
Little
pick.
Shop, that's one. Yep, Little Shop of Horrors. 100%.
Oh, man.
Even have stuff like, look, there's Grand Canyon is in here. I know. Shop Girl is in here, based on his own novel.
Oh.
We've got Leap of Faith, where he had the shiny jacket. Remember?
I'm going to go, all right, I'm going to admit to you right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go nostalgic.
Okay.
Sentimental.
Sure.
Nostalgic, sentimental.
Okay.
It makes me happy inside. What do you think I'm picking?
The Man with Two Brains?
No.
Parenthood.
Parenthood. I don't care.
Funny. There was another podcast just brought up Tom Hulse in that, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Tom Hulse in Parenthood, he's really good.
Yeah, he's the son that didn't make it back from
I still remember
wherever it is he went.
I can tell you, one of the gags on there is evergreen. I'd say if you're ever at a party and there are lots of balloons around and you don't know how to make a balloon animal, if you just put a bunch of the things together and then go, your lower intestine, a certain group of kids will laugh hysterically. I've done it.
The good ones. And let me tell you something, when that happens,
the ones you want.
You say to your child, you see those kids? Become their friends.
Yeah, right. The litmus test.
I love everybody, but sure.
Parenthood. Cheaper by the Dozen, that's another one in there, because that actually just had a trailer for the remake of that. Just hit. I probably like the third. Yeah, there's a new one coming out. There's not with Steve Martin, unfortunately.
They're also doing Father of the Bride.
They're also doing Father of the Bride as well, because nostalgia is in, kids. No, it's with it's with Zach Braff. And
okay.
Other people. I forgot to look it up. If this had been a podcast, I would be giggling it now, and then I'd cut out the part where I couldn't remember anyone else's name.
Zach Braff.
But it's actually really funny.
Zach Braff is in a Super Bowl commercial.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
With
Donald Faison.
Yeah, Donald Faison. It was a little Scrubs reunion. It was pretty funny too.
Yeah, it was actually nice.
But anyway, so the actually new Cheap by the Dozen trailer actually is very good. It actually has some really funny parts in it. So it's another Disney Plus exclusive, but that's not what I'm picking.
I was going to say. I'd be surprised.
It's fine.
But that's good. That'd be fine.
Because this has the Bonnie Hunt in it, and anything that adds Bonnie Hunt automatically becomes 50% better.
Have we ever talked about this?
I don't know that we have. I love Bonnie Hunt so much. She's a Chicago native. She's fantastic. She's a Second City alumni. I cannot say enough great things about Bonnie Hunt. She is amazing. But I have to go with my sentimental pick, which is Roxanne. Love this movie. Steve Martin directed very few movies, and this is one of the ones he did. I think this movie is evergreen. I think it's still funny. I think it's still sweet. It still holds up. I think it's great, and no one else has touched it until now. So now there's a Cyrano movie coming out, which is obviously a versus, and this was a Cyrano de Bergerac story, and so that is relevant in the news now too. So, but while you're waiting for Cyrano to come out, I would say check out Roxanne. It is underrated and it is really, really good.
Let me tell you something. I really hope.
Daryl Hannah.
I hope we do this again and again. Because this is amazing. Okay, but you know what I'm going with?
No, I don't know. We've got My Blue Heaven in here.
This is tough, but I'm doing it.
He's a mobster. Oh, what you got?
Planes,
Trains, and Automobiles.
John Candy.
Excellent choice.
John Candy.
So sweet in that movie.
No, you need to see this movie. And I will just say, warning, because I think we've used this. I think we talked about this.
We did. We talked on
one of our podcasts.
One of the podcasts, yeah.
This movie has one of the most profane moments in film that I used in a classic college presentation to talk about obscenity. Let me just tell you, this is such a sweet Sweet, sweet movie.
Yeah, I actually was looking. I realized that I did not have it in my collection. I was going through. I've been doing a lot of organizing of all my movies, and I realized I did not own a Planes, Trains, Automobiles. So I found that I think it was Best Buy actually had a steelbook Blu-ray of Planes, Trains, Automobiles. So I now own a really nice steelbook of Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and it wasn't that expensive either. It's really good. So and really cool, cover.
All right, there you go.
Good choice.
All right.
All right. So what else we got here? Oh, I see we have Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. I don't know how well that one is aged. I've not seen that one in a while. We got Sergeant Bilko, which obviously was based on the television show back from I think it was the 60s. Let's see. Yeah. Boy, there's a couple of good ones still out here. I have to go. Another one, I guess, sentimental favorites. I have to go. L.A. Story. I really like this movie. It's such a. I mean, I guess maybe it's dated in terms of how 90s it is, but as a snapshot of what LA was like in the 90s. But it has a real sweet sentiment to it of the city of LA trying to help this guy find love. I really like that sort of idea that, the sign is speaking to him, and there's a greater force out there trying to help him get his life together and stuff too. And I think one of Sarah Jessica Parker's best roles. I mean, all the people right now who are maybe ambivalent about the Sex and the City sequel. This is when Sarah Jessica Parker, I think, was one of her best roles as Sandy, which I wish I could remember how she spelled her name because she has a very specific way of spelling it. But L.A. Story. Your third pick.
I have.
We do have the Pink Panther.
You don't have the sequel, though.
We don't have the sequel, so I assume if you want to see one Pink Panther, you'll watch the other one, and if you don't, there's no reason.
So I'm afraid I'm going to lose some stuff to you stealing, but I'm not sure.
Okay, interesting.
And I got to tell you,
have the Big Year, which is because it's about bird watchers.
I'm going to be honest.
We're trying to get a full rounded portrait.
Okay,
I do not have the Muppet movie in here, just because the Muppet movie is everyone should see it, no matter what. So I didn't put it in here just because I consider it a C Martin movie. I consider it an everyone movie. The Jerk. Okay.
Now
I was wondering about it because there's a couple of these from that same era. Do you think The Jerk more than Lonely Guy, more than Man with Two Brains?
Because The Jerk is Steve Martin, and I could be wrong on this, but when I remember when this movie came out, everybody was like, oh, it was as close to what I think I have seen or remember Steve Martin movies that were to his raw stand-up persona, right? So this movie, your mileage will vary. It may not hold up to modern standards, but it's important in his career.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
and it is funny.
Yeah, and Bernadette Peters.
Oh,
love Bernadette Peters.
Yeah,
I think she was my first celebrity crush. Maybe from that movie, maybe from her Muppet Show appearance. I don't know, but
Do you know we're going through, my wife and I? We talked about this on Sat Matt. We've been going through Boston Legal.
Oh yeah,
I forgot that she's on Boston Legal.
Oh wow, she just showed up recently, not recently, but last couple of years. Because what is time on Zoe's Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which was on NBC. Unfortunately, it was canceled, but got to have the last show. She actually showed up for multiple episodes of that too.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I've got a wild pick. But
I say, do you know what I'm going for?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I'm going for one that I highly enjoy. I'm trying to think what else we haven't talked about here. I guess, of course, there's the Queen Latifah joint. There's Bringing Down the House, where Steve Martin at one point grabs Queen Latifah's breast with her permission. This is a strange movie. I'm gonna have to go with Bowfinger. I really love Bowfinger. I was talking about that with when I was talking to Mandy. I love Hollywood satires, and I think this is one of the best Hollywood satires. It's underrated. Not enough people saw it. Actually, did you see it?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Eddie Murphy actually plays dual roles in this. It's really good. There's a lot of really young talented people and stuff too. Yeah, it's about basically a guerrilla filmmaker, like a guy who's down on his luck, who tries to make a big budget movie without the star's permission. So he tries to like get him in different, like walking and having weird conversations with people at random to try and edit into his movie to make people think that he actually booked the star for his movie. It's Hollywood satire. It's really funny. It's really strange.
I am really surprised by this. Yeah. Okay, I learned. Okay,
I've got one more.
So I have my. You know what? I think I'm going to go with my wild pick, and it's going to be shocking. Okay. I think it will be to you.
Grand Canyon.
Because here's
really.
So okay,
this is the shock look on.
Yeah. No. See, well, I've had. Okay. So if you don't know what this movie is,
I mean, we are in the Grand Canyon state. So
which I mean. And I mean, it doesn't take place well.
Lights and everything.
The Grand Canyon does play a part in the movie.
Yeah.
This movie, correct me if I'm wrong, mid-'90s, early '90s, really trying to be one of those self-important movies that we're going to bring together a star-studded cast. Yeah. Kevin Kline, Danny Glover. I forget who else. Yeah, right? Steve Martin.
I remember seeing the trailer. I don't think I've ever even seen it.
Okay, it's trying to bring a lot of people together to tell a very poignant story. If I were to relate this to a movie that came out years later, Crash.
Okay.
Right? You're trying to be relevant.
But my understanding, it's much more heartfelt.
Yes.
Crash is much more cynical.
Yes. Steve Martin.
Relative to each other.
Correct. Steve Martin's character, though, has an unforgettable moment. He is playing, I'm just doing this off the cuff, right? He plays
because this is 10 random things.
Yeah.
He didn't know we were going to be talking about Steve Martin movies.
He plays a not so great movie producer.
Okay.
And there is a scene where he doesn't care about people and stuff, and there's a scene, and spoiler, I mean, I don't even know where this movie is now today. So he gets shot because of a mugging.
Okay.
And it is one of the more realistic shooting scenes ever. And I will explain, because you see him get shot in the leg, and there's nothing, it's grotesque, it's uncomfortable, he loses his control of his bodily functions.
Oh, wow.
Like, and the scene is, if you've seen the movie, you know the scene I'm talking about. It was so un-Steve Martin that I remember just going, wow.
Like that man can act.
It actually, now of course if I watch it now, it's probably a little bit ridiculous. Yeah. But this stuck with me, and I'm not saying there's definitely other movies here, but I had to throw in a wild card, so there you go.
Okay. Yeah, say it. Bowfinger was my wild card. So this seems
see?
4 seem to be the wild card round. All right, that's the last one. Oh boy, we're getting down to it. So if my wife was here, she would be picking Father of the Bride, and she'll be mad at me that I am not. Well, I like it. It doesn't really have that. It doesn't do that thing for me. I was very close to picking All of Me.
Oh.
Because I like that movie a lot, and I remember that was I think it was a TBS staple. Like, it was one of those movies that was like in constant rotation. I've seen this movie so many times, probably edited for television. I probably never seen the original full version because of youth, but I don't think we can leave this thing without having.
Yeah, I mean, there.
Three Amigos.
No,
like you cannot have a Steve Martin anything collection of stuff without Three Amigos on there. It's full of some incredibly funny stuff, some really not funny stuff, and some way crazy over the top, why is there an invisible swordsman in this movie kind of stuff. Three Amigos is just in the same way that Blues Brothers is, it's just sheer excess of them just like, you know what, it's funny, let's just put it in. I love it. So Three Amigos. And obviously then a strong connection to Only Murders in the Building because Martin Short is also.
Yeah, Martin Short, I was going to say. Martin Short, appears in a lot of these movies too.
That was my 5. There's a lot of good stuff still on the table that I'm like really.
And I'm going to tell you though, but like, see, just like you went, that's a great movement.
Yeah.
Take the risk on the 4th. I'm going to go very safe on my final pick.
Okay, good.
And the reason why I'm picking Father of the Bride.
Sorry, honey, but he got it.
I took it. Margie will be happy. Morgan will be very happy.
Yeah.
This is just a comfort movie.
Absolutely.
I don't know how else more to say it. Part 2. This is a comfort movie.
Yeah.
And we've talked about earlier, Watch 2.5,
Yeah,
or whatever they call it.
Martin Short. Yeah. Martin Short's in that one too.
Come on,
Yeah.
you can't not.
Yeah. So Father Bride, I think it's called 2.5, but is they did during COVID. So basically, it's one of those things when they were getting people together to do, like Josh Gad had his show where he was getting, I can't remember what the name of it was, where you're getting people together, when we all were needing that kind of thing. They actually got together and wrote and created and did a whole Father Bride mini movie all on Zoom. It's like 10 minutes long or whatever, with full production value and all that kind of stuff, even though they were all separate. And it was about how that family was dealing with COVID and stuff too. So it was interesting.
What are your top three that Zoe needs to see?
Top three, okay. Well, obviously, I think Little Shop of Horrors was going to be there anyways, because right now I'm showing her a bunch of movie versions of musicals from Broadway. So like we're going through that, so that would have been on there anyway. So I don't know, should I count that? I don't know. But I would say Roxanne, probably LA Story, and then Three Amigos. I think Bowfinger is going to be the one I'm going to have the hardest sell on because it is very Hollywood Insider. So Little Shop of Horrors obviously was going to be there regardless. So that's like in above position.
Yeah.
Because like I'd watch this, regardless anyway. So those would be my.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have watched Parenthood with Morgan. We have watched Father of the Bride.
Okay.
We should have done Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah. I would say that's probably the ultimate Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Totally. But the rest of these, total garbage is what
not.
Rob says. No. You can still have a really good time with a lot of these other ones, too. I mean, like, I've not seen Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid in a really long time. I'd be interested to see if that holds up. And Lonely Guy as well. I have not seen that since the 80s.
Interesting.
90s. Probably 90s. I watched it in the 90s. But
now I'm going to have to look up Grand Canyon and see.
I've never even seen. So there we go. Great. So those are our picks. So we will post those in the thing as well. But there's our.
He's coming back.
One more time.
One more time.
Right,
I'm doing it with one hand. One hand.
Ooh, wow! Look at that.
Okay, so now
You're mighty.
Let's get to my. I can't believe this. Here's my final thing. My final random thing about this. I'm gonna do it because I got to do this by myself. Let's see if I can. Oh no! Wait, hold on. So here's the thing I really love about this. These.
If it falls, it'd make for a really good GIF. I'm not helping at all.
No, because if I can't do it, then what's going to be the?
He won't learn if he doesn't do it.
If I don't do it myself. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then see that closes. This is attractive. All right, and then there's this. Oh, this is loud. This is why you do this
actually,
like
from
this.
That angle, looks like the Serenity.
Oh,
interesting. I didn't really thought of that as being a.
Now I'm hugging it.
Aww. It's like Eagly. He's hugging me.
I did it. That was graceful. All right, so you can take off the landing gear. I think there's a panel there. I think it's still in the box. I got to find it.
Yes.
But here is my final thing that I love about this.
Want to bring the thing out?
It comes with a stand.
That Mandalorian.
Well done. I had to put felt pads on the bottom though because it was a little ridiculous. There is one part there. There is one part here. You put it.
We did the practice. It didn't go well. Look at that.
I want to say
that.
I'm going to move it back. Just okay.
Amazing.
Here's the deal. Do you know what this is? And I am absolutely going to say this. Again, props.
A museum display piece is what that is.
This is Star Wars as sculpture. Right here. This is gorgeous. I honestly, note to every toy manufacturer who makes ships, because the Enterprise, they did the same thing, include a designed integrated stand for all of your ships.
1000%, yeah.
Because this is spectacular. Like,
look at that.
It's a little bit angled.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you kidding?
I mean, it's like it's the higher and lower, just that, so it looks like it's in flight. That's just cool.
I am blown away by this. The spouses may disagree. Your mileage may vary.
We're going to find out.
This is a living room sculpture. This is a piece that you could put in a living room. Okay, but that's my opinion. But I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievably well done.
Yeah.
Bravo, Hasbro. I mean, we didn't even get in all the stuff. There's all the frozen people. There's
all the ones in carbonite.
We have more stuff to play with, but there you go. The Razor Crest.
That's right. Rob brought the Razor Crest. I brought waxing sticks. That's kind of what 10 Random Things is all about.
Well, there you go. There's another episode. I think we have got to get playing with this. I want to do this. Hey, thanks for tuning in. As always, check us out Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
That's right.
For now, until later.
That's right. Peacemaker season finale is tomorrow. But it's not the series finale because they got picked up for season 2. Woo! Go James Gunn.
Oh. There's more Star Trek. There'll be Star Trek to talk about.
Oh yeah, lots more Star Trek coming. Yeah.
There may be Star Trek things that maybe.
That's right.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Check us out online.
Yep.
The next reel, all of the family of film podcasts. Please check it out.
And if you're a fan of audio dramas, check out the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society.
Can you get
right?
Do I need to
go into the thing?
No, that's not even better. That's not even better. Just do it. There it is.
That's right. That's my show. Check it out. Free.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.